I've purposely made my tank worse to make it get better. Now bear with me, I'll take you through it. Hi, I'm the East Coast Reefer, and today we're going to talk about simplifying what you do in your tank. So for a long time I had Rowaphos, carbon, I was using NOPOX, and all of these things you do, each step is a possible point of failure. And after having a couple of these fail on me, particularly the NOPOX was rather spectacular on a live stream and everything, was not good. Did lose some fish, lost all of my SPS. What I wanted to do is try and strip back some of that complexity and kind of step back to a little bit more basics. So here's my tank. It's looking pretty healthy. Yeah, there's nothing particularly suffering in the tank. Some of the gonnies are not brilliant. I still haven't quite got to the bottom of that yet because others are really living their best life. So I don't know whether it's just some of them just being a little bit awkward. So yeah, as I said, it's looking fairly good. And if we look into the bottom of the tank here, you can see there's not a huge lot going on in there. So looking in the tank here, you can see I have a roller mat, goes straight into the sump. I have some biological media, I have a skimmer, and I have a UV. And that's it in the way of filtration. There's no carbon, there's no Rowaphos or similar, no GFO, and I'm not dosing NOPOX anymore. Now, I am struggling a little bit to bring my phosphates down. They're at between 0.2 and 0.3, so I am kind of helping that with a little bit of manual dose of NOPOX, but none of that is automated anymore, and I am trying to steer clear of it as best I can. It wasn't the easiest move, and I did take everything out kind of one step at a time. I took out the carbon first, and then I took out the GFO, and then the last thing to go was the NOPOX that I was using, and it's been reasonably stable. I had to reduce what I was feeding. I had increased my feeding because of the copper band that I got. Unfortunately, that got into a battle with the foxface and didn't survive. So as I said, I've reduced the feed that I use, and I've removed all of the chemical filtration and some of the more aggressive things like carbon and Rowaphos, and I think the corals are benefiting from it. So while I'm far from having perfected this, I think we've made quite a bit of progress now. So I'd really like to bring those phosphates down to 0.1 or lower if possible. So if you've got any ideas on how I can do that without it reintroducing GFO or Phosix or some kind of media like that, or NOPOX, the only thing that I've been thinking is some lanthanum chloride, I think it is. Elimifos Rapid, I think, is the same stuff. Just dose that in the roller mat area and it pulls it out. So that's my next thing to try, and from what I'm told, that should be enough to just kind of nail it. But maybe you've got other ideas. If you have, it'd be great if you could drop them in the comments. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video really soon.